In a world teeming with fleeting connections and endless noise, have you ever paused to wonder if you'll be remembered? We do not fear death, but in reality, we fear being forgotten. That haunting truth lies at the very core of our existence, a desperate need to leave an indelible mark on the hearts and minds of others. This isn't about fleeting popularity or shallow applause. It's about crafting a legacy that defies the ordinary. Picture a presence so magnetic that even in silence, you command attention. Right now, I will guide you on a transformative journey to master timeless skills that will elevate you from the ordinary to the unforgettable, inspired by the profound wisdom of Stoicism. If you're ready to challenge mediocrity and embrace a life of deliberate impact, join us on this journey of self-mastery. Your legacy is not a matter of chance. It is built by those who dare to act with purpose and clarity. Get ready to transform how the world perceives you and ultimately how you shape your destiny. Are you ready to become that extraordinary version of yourself that everyone will remember? 1. Living with principles. Nelson Mandela, a revered South African leader and anti-apartheid revolutionary, dedicated his life to justice and equality, becoming a global symbol of resilience and integrity. Mandela once said, "I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it." His life, marked by sacrifice, struggle, and an unwavering commitment to justice, embodies the very essence of living with principles. Living with principles isn't merely about following a set of rules. It is about transforming every decision into a reflection of your most cherished values. Mandela's legacy shows us that true strength lies in remaining steadfast, even when the world seeks to shake you to your core. In today's rapidly changing landscape, where fleeting trends and distractions abound, grounding yourself in core values provides clarity and direction. To live with principles is to cultivate an inner compass that guides you through life's storms. It means defining what truly matters: integrity, compassion, perseverance, and allowing these values to shape every action. As Marcus Aurelius wisely advised in his Meditations, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. This call to action invites us to live authentically, ensuring that every choice, whether monumental or minute, resonates with our inner truth. Consider Ava, a young entrepreneur launching her sustainable fashion brand. When faced with a lucrative deal that demanded compromising her ethical sourcing standards, Ava stood firm. Rather than succumbing to short-term gains, she honored her core principles, a decision that not only secured her reputation for unwavering integrity, but also ignited a movement among conscious consumers. Ava's journey is a powerful reminder that living with principles is not an abstract ideal, but a practical, transformative skill that anchors you against external pressures and guides you through challenging decisions. To truly embrace this foundational skill, begin with sincere self-reflection. Ask yourself, what are the core values that define me? Identify 3 to 5 guiding principles, perhaps honesty, courage, or compassion, that resonate deeply within your soul. Let these values serve as the foundation for every decision you make, whether you are negotiating a business deal, managing relationships, or choosing the content you engage with online. Embedding your core values into daily life transforms routine actions into expressions of your true self. A practical way to cement this commitment is by maintaining a values journal. Each day, set aside a few moments to reflect on your actions and ask, Which value was most important to me today? Did my actions reflect that? Over time, this practice not only reinforces your commitments, but also illuminates patterns and opportunities for growth. Living with principles is not an act of defiance. It is an invitation to lead a life of purpose, authenticity, and lasting influence. By aligning your actions with your inner truth, you build a legacy that endures. Embrace the challenge of living with unwavering values and watch as every decision you make leaves an indelible mark on the world. 2. The power of composure. Calmness is unforgettable because it radiates an inner strength that captivates and reassures those around you. In a world full of chaos and constant change, a calm demeanor stands out like a beacon of stability. When you remain composed in the face of adversity, you not only command respect, but also inspire trust. People are naturally drawn to those who can navigate life's storms without being overwhelmed by them. Your ability to control your emotions under pressure speaks volumes about your character, making you memorable in ways that loud words or frantic actions never can. This serene composure creates a stabilizing atmosphere that influences and uplifts everyone in your presence, leaving a lasting impression that resonates far beyond the moment. Take, for example, the life of the Dalai Lama, a globally recognized symbol of peace and calm. Known for his serene composure even amid tumultuous circumstances, the Dalai Lama exemplifies how true calmness can transform challenges into opportunities for compassion and understanding. His gentle presence has not only provided comfort to millions around the world, but also demonstrated that maintaining inner peace is a powerful tool for overcoming external chaos. By consistently responding to difficulties with measured, thoughtful actions, he teaches us that calmness is not a sign of weakness, but rather an indication of immense inner strength and resilience. The art of remaining calm is not about suppressing emotions. It is about acknowledging them and then choosing a deliberate, measured response. When faced with stressful situations, be it a heated boardroom debate, a personal crisis, or an unexpected setback, the ability to pause, breathe deeply, and center your thoughts can be transformative. As Marcus Aurelius wisely noted in Meditations, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This Stoic wisdom reminds us that no matter how chaotic our external environment may be, the true battleground lies within our minds. By mastering our inner state, we can ensure that our reactions are controlled, purposeful, and aligned with our deepest values. Practically, embracing the power of calmness begins with small, consistent practices. Daily meditation or mindful breathing exercises can help train your mind to return to a state of calm when confronted with stress. Imagine a leader in a high-pressure meeting who, despite the surrounding tension, takes a few moments to breathe deeply before articulating a thoughtful, clear response. This moment of deliberate calm not only diffuses the immediate tension, but also sets a powerful example for others, establishing a culture of mindful decision-making and trust. Incorporating calmness into your life is a transformative process that requires both self-awareness and regular practice. By consistently nurturing this quality, you not only enhance your own resilience, but also create an environment where others feel empowered and supported. Ultimately, the power of calmness is a timeless skill, a quiet yet potent force that leaves an indelible mark on the hearts and minds of those you encounter. 3. Mastering space and energy control. Oprah Winfrey celebrated for her transformative presence and profound empathy, naturally turns every space she enters into an oasis of positive energy. Her ability to shape an environment isn't the result of chance. It is a deliberate, mindful practice that anyone can cultivate. When you learn to control your space and energy, you set the stage for genuine connection and inspiration, making you the undeniable epicenter of every room. At its core, mastering this skill means understanding that every environment you step into mirrors your inner state. Your mood, attitude, and intentions act as invisible forces that subtly influence the ambience. When you consciously channel these forces, you create an atmosphere that resonates with calm and possibility. Imagine entering a workspace where the lighting is soft, the decor thoughtfully arranged, and a gentle melody plays in the background. Every element has been carefully chosen to uplift and energize, transforming an ordinary room into a dynamic hub of creativity and productivity. This is not mere decoration. It is a strategic expression of your inner energy. Your emotions and thoughts, when harnessed, become powerful tools to transform physical spaces. As Marcus Aurelius insightfully noted in Meditations, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. This idea reminds us that the energy we project, however subtle, paints the world around us. By nurturing positive, intentional thoughts, you can influence not only your personal well-being, but also the mood and behavior of those around you. Consider a modern office where a young leader deliberately arranges the workspace to foster collaboration. She adjusts the lighting, selects calming colors, and plays soft background music, all of which work together to create an environment that inspires focus and innovation. In meetings, her composed presence and deliberate interactions further reinforce a sense of stability. Colleagues find themselves drawn to the uplifting energy she radiates, and soon, her calm becomes the benchmark for the entire team's culture. This practical application of controlling space and energy demonstrates how deeply our surroundings can be shaped by our inner state. To put this skill into practice, start by cultivating self-awareness. Take a few minutes each day to observe your surroundings and notice how they make you feel. Ask yourself, what changes can I make to enhance the positive vibe here? Whether it's rearranging your furniture, adjusting the lighting, or selecting a playlist that uplifts your mood, these small, deliberate changes can have a significant impact. Over time, these mindful adjustments become a natural extension of your inner self. Furthermore, focus on the quality of your interactions. A calm, thoughtful conversation held in an intentionally designed space can leave a lasting impression, creating a ripple effect of positivity. By consistently aligning your external environment with your inner values, you not only transform your surroundings, but also become a catalyst for change in the lives of others. Embrace this journey of controlling your space and energy, and watch as your deliberate, radiant presence turns every room into a testament to your true self. 4. Deep connection. How do you remember someone the most? Is it through the echo of their laughter, the warmth of their smile, or the quiet moments when they truly listened to you? Deep connection is the art of forging relationships that transcend the superficial, reaching into the very core of our humanity. It's about building bonds that linger long after the conversation ends, a skill that transforms fleeting interactions into lifelong memories. At its essence, deep connection goes far beyond surface-level dialogue. It involves active, empathetic listening and an earnest effort to understand the unspoken parts of another person's story. Think of a time when a friend didn't just hear your words, but truly felt your emotions, offering you solace without judgment. That is the power of deep connection. It creates a bridge of trust, vulnerability, and mutual respect that leaves an indelible mark on the heart. Consider Sarah, a friend renowned for her ability to connect on a profound level. In every conversation, Sarah gives her undivided attention, letting the other person speak while she listens intently. Whether she's sharing in someone's joy or offering comfort in times of sorrow, her empathetic nature makes those around her feel genuinely seen and valued. Friends recall how a simple conversation with Sarah could dissolve barriers, leaving them with a renewed sense of hope and belonging. Her approach is a living example of how deep connection transforms everyday interactions into cherished memories. The process of cultivating deep connection begins with self-awareness. Ask yourself, what does it mean to truly understand another person? Begin by acknowledging that every individual carries an unseen world of emotions, experiences, and dreams. When you approach interactions with genuine curiosity and openness, you invite others to share their authentic selves. This act of vulnerability, both on your part and theirs, creates a fertile ground for meaningful connection. A practical strategy to enhance this skill is to consciously practice active listening. In your next conversation, set aside distractions and focus solely on the speaker. Resist the urge to interrupt or immediately respond. Instead, let their words wash over you. After the conversation, take a few moments to reflect. What emotions did you sense? What underlying needs were being expressed? By keeping a reflection journal where you note these insights, you reinforce your ability to connect on a deeper level over time. As Epictetus once said, "Make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens." This lesser-known Stoic insight reminds us that while we cannot control every circumstance, we can choose to be fully present for those around us. By aligning our actions with sincere empathy and attentiveness, we become catalysts for trust and warmth in every relationship we nurture. Ultimately, deep connection is not a fleeting talent, but a lifelong practice, a commitment to invest in the souls of those we encounter. It requires time, intention, and the courage to truly listen. As you embrace this art, you will discover that the memories you forge are not defined by grand gestures, but by the quiet, sincere moments when someone feels understood. So, reach out, listen deeply, and let every interaction be a testament to the profound power of genuine connection. 5. Resilience. Have you ever seen the determined gaze of Thomas Edison, a man whose relentless spirit turned thousands of failures into the brilliance of the light bulb? Edison's image embodies resilience, the unwavering ability to bounce back, learn, and forge ahead despite overwhelming setbacks. Resilience is not about never falling, it's about rising every time you fall. It is the inner strength that transforms each failure into a valuable lesson and every setback into an opportunity for growth. Resilience is the art of enduring, standing firm, and recovering from life's inevitable challenges. It is the quality that allows you to maintain your focus on your goals, even when the road is littered with obstacles. At its heart, resilience is a testament to your inner fortitude. It means staying committed to your vision regardless of the difficulties you encounter. Whether you're navigating the ups and downs of a startup or facing personal trials, Resilience is the force that propels you forward. Imagine facing a daunting project deadline at work or encountering a major setback in your personal life. Instead of succumbing to despair or letting frustration take control, you harness the power of resilience. You analyze the situation, acknowledge the pain, and then decide to learn from it. This process of self-reinvention not only strengthens your character, but also inspires those around you. As Seneca once said, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." This profound insight reminds us that every challenge is essential for personal growth and refinement. In practical terms, developing resilience involves a commitment to perseverance and the willingness to learn from each misstep. It begins with embracing the reality that failure is not a dead end, but a stepping stone on the path to success. When you encounter adversity, pause to reflect. What can I learn from this experience? How can this setback serve as a catalyst for improvement? This mindset shift transforms obstacles into powerful learning experiences. To nurture this skill, start by keeping a dedicated journal where you record not only your successes, but also your failures. Write down what went wrong, the lessons you learned, and how you plan to overcome similar challenges in the future. Over time, this journal will become a personal roadmap, charting your progress and reminding you of the resilience you've built along the way. Additionally, set a challenging goal that pushes you out of your comfort zone. Commit to achieving it despite the hurdles you know you'll face. Each small victory along the way will reinforce your ability to persevere, making you stronger and more determined with every step. The power of resilience lies in its ability to redefine your relationship with failure. It shifts your perspective from seeing setbacks as insurmountable barriers to viewing them as essential components of growth. When you embrace resilience, you transform every challenge into a chance to improve and every obstacle into an opportunity to shine. By cultivating this quality, you not only build a legacy of strength and determination, but also become an inspiration to others, an unforgettable individual who continues to push forward no matter what. Embrace the journey of resilience and let each trial refine you into a gem that shines ever brighter. 6. Mastering silence. Have you ever wondered why, in a heated debate or a crucial negotiation, one person's silence makes everyone around them pause and reflect? Imagine a seasoned politician known not for the words he spews, but for the profound quiet that follows his every utterance. His silence isn't emptiness, it's a deliberate, powerful statement that makes others wonder, what is he thinking? This is the art of mastering silence, knowing when to speak and when to hold back, creating an aura of mystery that compels others to listen more intently. Silence, when wielded with intention, becomes a tool of immense influence. It's not merely the absence of noise, it's an active state of listening and observation. By choosing not to fill every moment with chatter, you open the space for deeper understanding. In conversations, when you allow silence to settle, you invite others to reveal more of themselves. This act of holding back your words transforms every exchange into a richer, more meaningful dialogue. Take the example of a respected leader in the public eye, one who, during press conferences or debates, sometimes pauses for several seconds after a question is asked. Observers are left to wonder, is he gathering his thoughts? Is he weighing his words? This deliberate pause not only signals thoughtfulness, but also infuses his eventual response with greater weight. People are naturally curious about the mind behind that silence, and that curiosity makes him unforgettable. One of the key components of mastering silence is active listening. When you allow moments of quiet during a conversation, you create an opportunity to truly hear what the other person is saying. This means not just waiting for your turn to speak, but really absorbing the words, tone, and emotion behind them. In doing so, you often discover insights that would be lost in the clamor of constant conversation. As Epictetus once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This timeless wisdom reminds us that every pause you take can enrich your understanding and deepen your connection with others. Beyond listening, using silence effectively is about sparking curiosity. When you share less, your audience is left wanting more. They begin to form their own interpretations of your silence, turning it into a powerful form of non-verbal communication. This can be especially impactful in professional settings, where your calm and measured responses set you apart from those who rush to fill every gap with words. To practice mastering silence, start small. In your next meeting or casual conversation, challenge yourself to hold back your immediate responses. Focus on truly listening and observe the effect it has on the conversation. Afterward, take a moment to reflect on the feedback and emotions you sensed. Over time, these moments of deliberate quiet will become a natural part of your communication style, enhancing your presence and leaving a lasting impression. Embrace the power of silence. Let your quietude speak volumes, and watch as others become captivated by the mystery and depth of your measured words. 7. Dominant presence. Some people have nothing particularly extraordinary about them, yet they linger in our minds long after they've left the room. What makes them unforgettable? Their presence. It's not about what they say, but how they carry themselves. The quiet confidence, the deliberate movements, the way they seem to own the space around them. This is the essence of an overpowering presence, the ability to captivate and command attention without trying too hard. Think about the moment a true leader steps onto a stage. The audience hushes, not because they are asked to, but because they feel the weight of that presence. A slow, confident walk, a gaze that meets the room with unwavering certainty, a composed stillness. These elements make others feel drawn in, intrigued, and instinctively respectful. The same phenomenon occurs in everyday life. Whether you're stepping into a meeting, walking into a social event, or even standing in a crowded space, your energy dictates how people perceive you before you even speak a word. An overpowering presence isn't about loudness or arrogance, it's about controlled, effortless confidence. It is the ability to own a space by mastering your body language, energy, and awareness. This presence is built upon 2 critical elements: composure and engagement. Composure comes from how you carry yourself, shoulders squared, movements deliberate, facial expressions measured. Engagement, on the other hand, is how you connect. Eye contact that conveys focus, a calm and steady voice, and gestures that align with your words. Consider an individual like former President Barack Obama. His presence is not overwhelming because of exaggerated gestures or loud speech, but because of the calm, composed energy he exudes. Every movement is purposeful, every pause in his speech deliberate. He understands the power of space, silence, and stillness, 3 underrated tools of influence. This aligns with an often overlooked quote from Epictetus: "Know first who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly." This wisdom reminds us that presence isn't about imitation or theatrics. It's about authenticity. When you truly understand yourself and carry that self-awareness into every room, you radiate a natural magnetism. Your presence is a reflection of your mindset and self-perception. To cultivate an overpowering presence, start with power posing. Stand tall, plant your feet firmly, and breathe deeply before entering a space. Another powerful exercise is self-recording. Watch yourself walk into a room on video, noticing your posture, eye contact, and energy. Adjust what feels uncertain or unconfident. Lastly, practice deliberate silence. Don't rush to fill gaps in conversation. Let your presence rather than excessive words do the talking. An overpowering presence is not about demanding attention, it's about commanding it effortlessly. It's a force that turns heads, captures minds, and leaves an imprint long after you're gone. Own your space, own your energy, and watch as people instinctively take notice. 8. Strategic mystery. The room fell silent as he leaned back in his chair, offering nothing but a knowing smile. The negotiation was at a standstill, but instead of rushing to fill the silence, he let the tension build. Across the table, his opponent shifted uneasily, waiting, desperate to understand what he was thinking. But he didn't give in. He let the air hang heavy, let the curiosity deepen, and when he finally spoke, every word carried weight. This is the power of strategic mystery, the ability to reveal just enough to intrigue, but never so much that you lose your advantage. Some people command attention not by what they say, but by what they don't. They understand that withholding information at the right moment creates an irresistible pull, making others lean in, wanting more. Mystery is not about deception or hiding who you are. It's an intentional skill, a way of crafting your presence so that people remain curious about you. Think of a great novel. You don't learn everything in the first chapter. The best stories unfold gradually, drawing the reader deeper with every page. Likewise, when you allow glimpses of yourself to emerge over time, you make your presence captivating and unforgettable. Strategic mystery is built on two key elements: control and confidence. Control means knowing when to speak and when to remain silent. It's resisting the urge to over-explain, choosing instead to let others wonder. Confidence is the silent assurance that you don't need to be fully understood to be valued. It's the quiet power that makes people respect you without needing to dominate every conversation. Consider the persona of Keanu Reeves, a globally famous actor, yet one of the most enigmatic figures in Hollywood. He rarely speaks about his personal life, offers only glimpses into his thoughts, and chooses his words with precision. And yet, the less he shares, the more people want to know. His mystique isn't accidental. It's a conscious choice to let his actions, rather than excessive words, define him. This concept aligns perfectly with an often overlooked quote from Epictetus. It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows. What does this mean in the context of mystery? When you reveal everything too soon, people feel there's nothing left to discover. But when you hold something back, when you allow space for curiosity, you make people want to learn more. To cultivate strategic mystery in your own life, practice restraint in conversation. The next time you're asked about something personal or intriguing, don't lay everything on the table immediately. Offer a glimpse, then redirect the focus. Observe how people react when they sense that there's more beneath the surface. Another powerful technique is pausing before responding. Let a question linger for a few seconds before answering. Not only does this make your words seem more thoughtful, but it also creates anticipation. Mystery, when used intentionally, is a magnet. It keeps people engaged, fascinated, and drawn to your presence long after you've left the room. Master it, and you won't need to chase attention. Attention will find you. 9. Exceptional creative thinking. From the moment humans began carving symbols on cave walls to the modern-day breakthroughs in technology, one thing has remained constant: our deep fascination with creativity. We are naturally drawn to the new, the unexpected, and the innovative. In a world where most people follow established paths, the ones who dare to think differently become unforgettable. Creativity isn't just about artistic expression, it's about problem-solving, adaptability, and seeing opportunities where others see dead ends. Consider Elon Musk, a visionary entrepreneur whose name has become synonymous with groundbreaking innovation. When the world dismissed the idea of commercial space travel, Musk didn't just dream, he executed. While car manufacturers clung to traditional fuel-based models, he pioneered Tesla's electric revolution. What sets him apart is not just intelligence, but his exceptional creative thinking, the ability to take bold, unconventional ideas and make them reality. At its core, exceptional creative thinking is about breaking patterns. It's the ability to step outside the usual way of doing things and challenge assumptions. Most people accept limitations as fixed realities. Creative thinkers, on the other hand, ask, "What if?" and "Why not?" They see possibilities where others see obstacles, and they are willing to experiment, take risks, and iterate until they discover something extraordinary. Creativity is not a mystical gift reserved for a select few. It is a skill that can be developed. It thrives on two essential elements: innovation and experimentation. Innovation means constantly searching for new ways to approach a situation, while experimentation involves embracing failure as a learning tool. The most successful creative thinkers are not afraid to look foolish. They understand that every breakthrough is built on a series of failed attempts. True creativity demands continuous learning and an open mind. Many of history's greatest innovations were born not from expertise, but from curiosity and persistence. Those who embrace lifelong learning and remain open to new ideas develop an edge that others cannot match. When challenges arise, those who approach them with a creative, solution-oriented mindset rise above the rest. To cultivate exceptional creative thinking, start by practicing divergent thinking, the ability to generate multiple solutions for a single problem. Instead of defaulting to the first answer that comes to mind, challenge yourself to brainstorm at least 5 alternative ways to approach the situation. Additionally, step outside your comfort zone by exposing yourself to different industries, perspectives, and fields of knowledge. The more diverse your influence is, the more unique your ideas will become. One powerful exercise is the 10 Ideas a Day challenge. Every morning, write down 10 completely new ideas, no matter how impractical they seem. They could be business ideas, social experiments, or even ways to improve everyday tasks. Over time, this practice strengthens your ability to think creatively on demand. Exceptional creative thinking is the skill that sets innovators, leaders, and unforgettable individuals apart. It is the key to making a lasting impact, turning ordinary moments into extraordinary opportunities, and standing out in a world that craves fresh ideas. Dare to think differently and watch as the world starts thinking about you. 10. Rational thinking. Picture this. You're in a high-stakes meeting and tension is rising. A deadline is looming, unexpected problems have surfaced, and panic is starting to take hold of the team. Some people are overwhelmed, speaking in frustration. Others are frozen, unable to decide on the next step. But then, one person calmly assesses the situation, lays out the options, and makes a logical, well-thought-out decision. Immediately, the atmosphere shifts. People trust this person, they rely on them. That person is you. This is the essence of rational thinking, the ability to make clear, well-reasoned decisions even under pressure. It's not about suppressing emotions, but about ensuring they don't dictate your choices. The most respected and influential individuals are not those who react impulsively, but those who can remain level-headed, think critically, and navigate challenges with precision. At its core, rational thinking is about mastering three key aspects: objectivity, delayed judgment, and strategic decision-making. Objectivity means separating facts from emotions. It requires looking at a situation without personal bias, analyzing it from different angles, and basing your conclusions on logic rather than impulse. Delayed judgment is the ability to pause before reacting, giving yourself time to assess all relevant information. It's what prevents rash mistakes and allows you to maintain composure. Strategic decision-making means always considering the bigger picture, asking not just what feels right now, but what is the smartest move for long-term success? A powerful Stoic insight from Epictetus reinforces this idea. It is not things themselves that disturb people, but their judgments about those things. Think about how often people overreact to situations not because of reality, but because of how they interpret events. A simple setback at work, a critical comment, or a delay in plans can send some into a spiral of stress. But those who cultivate rational thinking pause and ask, is this truly as bad as it seems? More often than not, the answer is no. One real-world example of rational thinking in action is Warren Buffett, one of the most successful investors in history. Unlike those who buy stocks based on excitement, fear, or market trends, Buffett follows a strict principle: analyze the fundamentals, remove emotion, and think long-term. His ability to stay rational while others panic is what has made him a legend in his field. To develop rational thinking in your own life, start with the 10-second rule. Whenever you feel a strong emotional reaction, take 10 seconds before responding. Use that pause to ask, what is the smartest action I can take here? Another effective method is writing down decisions before making them. Seeing your thoughts on paper often reveals flaws in impulsive choices and helps refine your reasoning. Mastering rational thinking is what separates those who react from those who lead. It earns you respect, builds trust, and positions you as someone who can navigate life's uncertainties with clarity. In a world dominated by emotional reactions, those who think rationally stand out, inspire confidence, and are impossible to ignore. 11. The power of leaving a lasting impact. Everything we've explored so far, composure, presence, resilience, creativity, leads to this one ultimate skill. The ability to leave an indelible mark on people's minds is what makes you truly unforgettable. It's not about forcing yourself to be remembered, but about making an impact so profound that people can't help but think of you. Think about the individuals who live rent-free in your thoughts. Maybe it was a teacher who believed in you when no one else did, a friend who asked the right question at the right time, or a leader whose words ignited something inside you. They weren't necessarily the loudest or the most charismatic, but they made you see the world, or yourself, differently. The people who linger in our minds are those who leave us better than they found us. Leaving a lasting impact isn't about being impressive, but about being meaningful. The way you make people feel, the wisdom you share, and the transformations you spark in others will stay long after you're gone. Influence isn't measured in words spoken, but in perspectives shifted and lives touched. The key is to approach every interaction with the awareness that it could be something someone remembers forever. Whether through deep conversations, an act of generosity, or a challenge that forces someone to grow, you have the power to plant thoughts in others' minds that will take root and evolve over time. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Do not act as if you had 10,000 years to throw away. Death stands at your elbow. Be good for something while you live, and it is in your power." This is the essence of leaving a lasting impact. Understanding that every moment matters, time is finite, and how you choose to influence the world around you will determine whether your presence fades into nothingness or continues to echo. If you want people to think about you long after you're gone, be someone who gives them something worth thinking about. Offer insights that challenge their beliefs. Ask questions that shift their perspective, and act in ways that inspire them to be more. The secret isn't to chase significance, but to embody it through the way you live. The more intentional you become with your words, your energy, and your actions, the more deeply you will be etched into the minds of those around you. At the heart of this skill is one simple truth. If you want to be remembered, make people feel something. Speak words they can't forget. Challenge them to rise higher, and lead with a presence that lingers. The ultimate power is not in being seen, but in being felt, in shaping the way others see themselves, their lives, and the world. When you master this, you won't need to make people think about you. They just will. After diving deep into these 11 powerful skills, you now hold the key to making people think about you non-stop. But here's the truth. You don't have to chase attention, impress everyone, or be the loudest person in the room. The real way to become unforgettable is to embody these principles so completely that your presence, your mindset, and your actions leave a lasting imprint. Every time you walk into a room, every word you speak, and every decision you make tells the world who you are. When you live with unshakable principles, control your energy, radiate composure, and master the art of connection, people won't just remember you, they will feel your presence even when you're not there. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "What we do now echoes in eternity." Your choices today determine the legacy you leave behind. If you apply these skills with authenticity and conviction, you won't just stand out. You'll inspire. You will shift perspectives, elevate conversations, and become someone whose impact lingers far beyond the moment. So, here's your challenge. Start today. Pick one skill, practice it intentionally, and watch how the world responds to you differently. The journey to becoming unforgettable isn't about external validation. It's about becoming the version of yourself that even you can't ignore. If this video resonated with you, drop a comment below and tell us which skill you're focusing on first. Subscribe now to continue this journey with us. The world is watching. How will you make them think about you?